Una hora nada más una hora porque estoy muy agripado. Nada más por no perder costumbre. A ver, según recuerdo teníamos el día libre. Porque Kim había ido prácticamente a deshacerse del cadáver.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. A two-hearted spot, like the witness said. The man looks directly at the woman from the roof outside. Location 8, the man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. There could have been, then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more 72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside. In point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective. None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned B prime for Boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the Islet detective. There may be smaller points in between. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it. Where the concrete crumbles, the shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. It is possible that it came from B prime, the boardwalk. You can't know for sure until you investigate those locations. The lieutenant would probably agree that, in this situation, it's best to be thorough.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Oh. No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them. They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told no one but you. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just sure. Do whatever you need to do.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Boy, am I ever so grateful to you, officer. But I'm not the only one who wants to thank you.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you. Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Of course, dear. Is there a particular No. It's the cryptid. Oh, yes. The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until it was sighted by renowned Gotvaldian explorer.
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up completely empty. But, of course,
it happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrao Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Doctor, alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wondered if he was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. After every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time...
Eat the bird. Uva. It's the only way to survive.
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plot, the professor, climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with...
Watch out!
Then, the teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the bird was controlling his mind. Kept him from approaching. He could step back. Every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uva spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away. The 8-eyed Teratorn was indifferent to him as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there. And the absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamra...
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
Sadly, yes, but there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking...
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Very, very.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know? I'm glad you like them, but I'm...
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on...
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Good. Okay. And? Completely empty?
No locusts?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider...
Another trip to the reeds.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to vent... Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude...
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
No. No, well, he's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual. But that's understandable. He just wants... Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young... You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
A little hooligan. But what would a...
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment... Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play...
This is a slippery one. He may respect the law, but mostly wants to pass under the radar. He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before. He may well still...
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here.
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Morale, it's been fun. Really. But I need a bath, and I have to live.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more...
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. Hello, hello. So what brings you here? Bye-bye, gendarme.
It's you again. What is it? Why? You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit.
Yeah, fuck off!
Sounds like you're making her. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna...
And fuck you too, moral.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
It's you again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion.
Because she was here. All night. With...
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
No.
That's a lie. The window Clausia gave for the time of death was from 11:30 to 12:15.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too.
This complex operation is probably...
Just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot the merc. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He's been through it. That means he suspected her too. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind.
Kidding?
Let's go with that. Why not? You can't draw a straight line in a clock. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no. 72%. There's a percentage and all.
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. Still, all the labs in the world don't put her on that roof. How'd she get there? Climb? Nah, the only way up there is through Clausia's room. What do you mean? We've only been drinking here for what? 6 years?
Been thinking of getting wilding in rats. That is on my ass, boss.
There you go. Tatted on his ass.
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that.
Okay. They're connected by the...
This man is smarter than he looks. We can work with...
Yes, she could have. This is one. Tell you one thing. I liked how that goddamn winch came up again. That was nifty. Garbage. It wasn't a Sambo artist call. I've been doing this for...
It's never a Sambo fighter, and it's...
That's right, Gene.
I told you not to say that. This is not a joking matter for him.
Firmly, and even then...
Phase 2, just don't... But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimate.
You lost your gun?
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? You didn't.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
Yes, God.
It doesn't all have to fit.
Look, fucko. Yeah, everyone...
I don't know,
Look who's finally speaking. Ratty's been uncharacteristically quiet since you started theorizing. Maybe he has something to gain from...
Nah.
Still, he's thinking about it.
I don't know, Cop.
Easy now.
Titus!
Phase 3. Motive. The last...
Nah, man.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to. Yeah, exactly.
He knows he's avoiding the more serious implication. And so does Titus.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Like fuck she was.
She had, like, A fully formed plan and
Really, Shanks?
Time for a logics demonstration.
You're on thin ice here, asshole. Alone. I don't.
If she used...
But she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her?
Glenn.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And silence. The old man, a very
Yeah, I see it. I don't know. She was afraid of. Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. A little more precise.
Who's doing? Sure, it was.
Sure. I hear they have it. Boyish. Hair's red. It'll have to. Asshole till the end, huh? Well, fuck you, too, then. It's you again. What is it? It's you again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex.
Because she was here.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
No.
That's a lie. The window Clausia gave for the...
All right. She took a fuck.
This complex of...
Just because she was gone.
He's been through it. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now...
Why not? Maybe. 70.
Definitely lie.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. Still, nah. The only way up there is through Clausia's room. We've only been
thinking of
There you go.
No, but...
It's just two dolls.
Yes, she could have.
All right. What wench?
On the side of the building.
I've seen the winch.
Fuck off, man.
Firmly, and even then.
Phase 2. Just don't contradict. But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours. But...
Yes, goddammit.
It doesn't all have to fit. The chance is still...
You lost your gun?
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? Sure. Take your sorry ass out of here.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
Look, fucko. Ruby and I are pretty tight.
Yeah, everyone...
I don't know, Glenny. Ruby's a little secretive, isn't she?
Look who's finally speaking. Ratty's been uncharacteristically quiet since you started theorizing. Maybe he has something to gain from
She organizes.
It's clear this one...
Easy now, Glenn. What is...
You don't need to prove anything.
I don't know, Cop.
Easy now, Al. This is...
Titus, we're not seriously...
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
And I suppose you have a
Like fuck she was.
She had, like, a fully formed plan.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted a...
Time for a logics demonstration. He scoffs. The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her...
Which is why she didn't.
Glenn.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Yeah. Like what? A thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Yeah? No. Ruby's got more balls than a ball pit.
Knew what? First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's...
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do.
I did. I knew...
She didn't fuck you. 'Cause you're 40.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass. That Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a hawk.
And then, boss, use us to cover it up?
If it's true. But it's not. Right?
There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought she would...
Man, now he's just throwing...
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's...
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Not so useful.
Fucking hell.
Silence. The old man in a very small knot.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since... I don't know where she went. She was afraid I would tell you. Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. I told you. You. No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes. Sure. No, you know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure. She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him.
Silence.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. She's not far. We know that much. She didn't...
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back...
Yeah, Al.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn. A little. More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she...
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
Lizzie needed some air. You're a smart cop. But you're a stupid person. No one goes to tell Everard anything. If he has to know, he has to know fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Sure, there are some shithouses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to use. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up. Boyish, hair's red, dyed. She looks like a Lowry man. It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. You know I don't usually do this. I just measure things, but...
Like the RCM? You're a real police force. The coast is a dangerous place.
Again?
He might be wearing a disguise.
Again?
He might be wearing a disguise. There's something that binds you to him. Yes, nurse, of course, you don't have to.
Again?
He might be wearing a disguise. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just
Oh, I definitely know you've...
another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay. let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? No, because in this thought experiment, we are police officers in a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime.
Come on, stop it.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits. Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite impressive.
This isn't helping.
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can... About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? I don't know. A sad stack of shit. Yes, it's a hobby of...
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
No. 'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Or...
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it's... Yes, just...
Again? I can't believe... I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? God fucking shit.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you.
No. If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. Actually, I don't...
Come on, Jean.
Okay.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
A cover-up. Well, the author of the cover-up is the perp? Makes sense. You don't have a motive? Then the double cover-up seems too neat. I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even?
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. Well, where have you looked for her? West of here? Tough luck. The place is ruined. I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. Okay, why not? Let's do the old... I get it, okay. But what is... That would be my first guess. Yes, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
Yes? What is it?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your will.
Can I actually...
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean...
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
What was with that, sir?
Well, I guess I...
Cut the shit. Every second you stand here running your mouth, the case grows colder.
That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
Whoa. How does she know your name? She probably heard it from somewhere.
Huh, that was... Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Horrible. Truly horrible.
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it.
She actually did.
Yes, I called you by your name. What good. Everybody knows your name. Please go finish your investigation, so everyone can go home.
Hey, what's this?
Well, well. Bringing him that... man ponders his cooking utensils. He looks up at shrugging is an
Our tenant, the policeman. Nay,
because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, what?
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too. As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can bet nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then a small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of the floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops. The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Yeondar standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X. Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Yeondaler Man, the man from Yeondar, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair. The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Yeondar saga. Meet man from Yeondar is faithful below. In smaller font, you see the parenthetical, adapted from Man from Yeondar and the Necromancer's Trip, a brazen attempt to bilk fans for more money by splicing together old stories under a new title. Their main concern is the continuation of the franchise, not making literary history. The story opens in media res. The man from Heimdall and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by nightfall, only the man from Heimdall and his blood brother, noble Tyribald, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tyribald cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their rehand. 9, Tyribald. The man from Heimdall bellows over the army of flesh and bone. Have courage for the Northlands. For Heimdall, the writer, has never held a sword in their life, let alone two two-handed swords at the same time. It is physically impossible for a human being to effectively dual-wield Zweihander swords in any kind of real-life combat situation. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors. A few chapters later, the man from Heimdall and Tyribald are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins. That this book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting. Though something tells you the Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Heimdall to rid his kingdom of the man from Heimdall extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge. What do you mean? Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest, because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved Heimdall, because his noble Cutland blood lusts for glory, and you skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Roth. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar, on which appear as the vile ceremony ends. The sound of steel unsheathing. Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Heimdall and his... In an instant, the Nathera summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the... Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Heimdall and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nathera. The man from Heimdall's soda. He probably is, but you can't be sure, cause this one ends in a cliffhanger and a footnote saying, to be continued in Heimdallaman. Considering the sheer amount of different Heimdallaman books out there, it's very The man from Heimdall stares at you on the cover, his face fixed in grim resolve. The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall man. The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only survivor. He is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will man from Heimdall be able... You open the book to a random page. Man from Heimdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the... Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38. Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdalla tribe. From the village of man from Heimdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is the steel muscles of man from Heimdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid Northlands. A passage reads, "The man from Heimdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms into thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. I have grand plans for you, man from Heimdall." She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. "First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Heimdall." In the final pages, man from Heimdall mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is to find out what happens next. You'll have to pick up Man from Heimdall and the Three-Eyed Skull. Available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39. The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number. The squished little thing has no I know. You should find the gun that shot this bullet. But bullets don't talk. That sounds like something a police detective would do. First, you should learn all you can about this little guy. Then find the gun that shot it and the person that gun belongs to. He used it to kill your victim. Neato. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle. The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet, you can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels it's quite destroyed. Some of the fragment. What's interesting about the bullet thus far? A jacketed bullet, which would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle. Very interesting. You have an unusual military-grade bullet in your hand. Now all you need is to find a gun that could fire it. Indirect modes of taxation. Turns out, those Financial Oversight Committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look. The hearts and minds of everyday Rivasholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it. Preacher man. On the table, you see a bowl of water. An old mirror hangs on the wall. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of line. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civil... According to the note, someone named... Wasn't he one of Suna's former co-workers? The note doesn't It's part of a radio computer. When not in use, it's like the production schedule you found. Oh, the note does not... Are you serious? You sure you don't want to hazard a guess here, detective? Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Somewhere among the shadows in the cellar.
Hello, mister. Ruby. Ruby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, some... Yes, I am. Little Lily. Do you know my mom? That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything. Bye!
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall. It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing. Right? You'll have better luck next time, though. The phasmid.
Mister, what were you... Oh. Okay. Yeah! Uh-huh. Mom is great. You know what's great about my mom? Everything! Yes! Uh-huh. Yeah! Bye!
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other
What bad people? No, we're not really supposed to talk to strangers.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the...
Lily's our mum.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too... The other one laughs as well. So intellectually, the stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
Good evening. No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer.
He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen any.
Sure. What's on your mind? They used them for military. What's the Mars secret?
A short-lived
It's a beautiful piece. I tried to get me.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver.
But of course.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. The density and spread of these bullet holes is surprising. This takes a lot of bullets. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. Not 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall, ordinary people, for collateral damage on the path toward normalcy and progress. Such as 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face. I'm just a representation of your mental faculties, piecing together any available information. You should probably... A cold sea wind blows away. There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed. Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some...
Yes, what is it? What? No.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
What? No.
She has not seen her.
Come on, get in. The warm stuff's getting out. Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibbity. Hi again. So, how are things going?
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids? The young speed freak puts down the one with the large. Their would-be leader is less amused.
But you still are. What happened?
He doesn't know what the young speed freak is silent.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make... I have no idea how you...
One speaker. They have one speaker.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing. I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment. And no... What do you mean, friend? It's a one-speaker system.
This may be the...
And of all cellular-based life. No shit. That's... Come on, that's... I meant to say, not true. What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
Or else...
He thinks for a moment. Then...
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into... Because we are! We just got to turn it into a speed... You know, to get our foot in the door. Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all... No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also... But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all. Whatever you think is right, sir. But please, we were only trying to make a living. Noid, give him the wallet.
The young man doesn't move. His earring.
No fucking way. Yes, fucking way.
Without a word, the other speed freak pulls a red wallet out of the toolbox and hands it to you. The disdain is palpable. His eyes pierce you like lightning as he lets go of the wallet.
No, please! There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Everyone hates each other.
He looks almost as old as you.
We need a win. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Okay.
Pack it up, Egg.
He doesn't even look at you.
Yes, what is it? You told them to leave? Didn't think the cops in this place had it in them.
The mother of humanism stands above you. Why? That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you, I don't know. The mother of humanism towers above you. Why? That does seem to be the mother of human.
Tequila sunset. Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Of course. Drink first, story later. Not much, but it will do. The tale I'm about to tell you is there are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict.
Are you telling the story of the...
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44. Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet. What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see? What? No, I told you this is
The pause is
with no head on his shoulders. Wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap that went missing when he lost his head. Well, there are many versions of this story, the most peculiar of which has the headless found rider riding on the back of another headless man. Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Het had to endure years of psychotherapy before Gertrude Het may have been the first to
Tell him about the two feminists.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Right. Early autumn of the wind picks up. The women are caught in the downpour. They act when she sees something. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy down. Ula makes a run for the shore, but her body is never recovered. Word on the street is that she, you know, gave herself facial deconstruction surgery. Anyway, that's the story of the headless foul rider. Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one... Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious...
O headless brother, where art thou?
Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's...
Even decapitation couldn't stop his commitment to the sport. Are you...
Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was... Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse...
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfect. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories? That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you. Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that. I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. Still not as awesome as a headless rider in a found tracksuit, though. No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to the...
Aye, I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
I actually do have one. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story juice. It's very hard to tell us. Tequila Sunset. Tequila Sunset.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss. And there's spirits and speed too. See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery...
What?
Keep him talking.
This guy. Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The goods... I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go. It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving... Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, fight 3 cans of this blue medicinal...
Snakes or intestinal...
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this lot...
Don't say it.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it. That's a much more reasonable price right there.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
If you drink this, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Waves are beginning to die down.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with waves and fishermen? But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Waves are beginning to die down.
Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay? Oh. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, an embodiment of pure motion. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 minutes.
What the hell is your problem? I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull. No, we are not good.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You are as a goddamn bull. Will this... No, it will God...
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine.
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about... You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
I prefer the old name, Insulindian Lily. Girls brought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck. It used to be. But the communards were fond of them too. You know what? No. They both...
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sold the ID for you, was it? She gave them to me too. And...
Enough! I can go over these matters in detail with you, Gaston. But not while we have company. So, officer. Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. No man can afford to turn his eyes to the horizon if his rear isn't secured. If the women folk take care of that, then men can tackle the bigger issues. Well, I'm glad at least some people bearing your insignia have kept a level head in these turbulent times. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or...
I'm fine, goddammit! Mind your own business! It's not no one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just... Yes! It's not actually an issue.
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that bus built specially...
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any...
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words. Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now? She is nobody. This is none of your concern.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up and... Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. No. It was left by... Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to the... Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious land. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser. Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez...
Well, it's your own damn fault. You
don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol. Or even if instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect.
He slouches as he says that.
A true king in both blood and mind. Let Revachol before Frissel.
Wait, Joyce said William ran, and his nephew, Frizzle, was shot in his place.
This is communal propaganda. Guillaume would never do something like that. He is Le Lion. The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. Ah, yes. King...
Oh, absolutely.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be, and decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. Revachol would be a different place if more people realized that.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur, so.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Please, officer, don't encourage him. Do spare us the cocaine fairy tales. The RCM isn't
Right.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota. Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachol's problems? Yes, them. Women. Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place. Stomach truth. You're having, because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times. Okay, yes, that sounds much better. Traditionalism. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your... It is one of betrayal.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter. Oh, I didn't mean to imply otherwise. Once knew a group of young musicians who did. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all. Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Coldi Mamadakwa. We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them. That really wasn't the point. After the Symphonia, we moved on to the... Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for. This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
And skewers, but...
That's it. The signal in the low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling.
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Coldi Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear.
All the old boomboxes are there. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among the light pole. This would make quite a...
Yes, officer.
His manner is casual.
It was brought...
The lights buzzing.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary...
You see rows of toy soldiers.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? Oh, hi.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. Not unless they've illegalized this rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The boss is...
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
Look, see? It's the fucking war!
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Fucking what pig? Yeah, how are we gonna make it up to Kuno, pig shit?
A material offering is implied. He wants stuff. Only stuff can make it okay again.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno? Kuno doesn't fucking read. Kuno knows this four-eyed fuck.
Who are you talking?
A guy Kuno knows.
This boy of 12 does not know anyone from Grad, sire. We suspect the boy himself might be this mystery Martin.
Fine. Kuno's gonna take it off your fat ass. At least he's gonna make some paper off this shit. Now what you want? No, Kuno doesn't give a
So he knows locusts are...
Oh my god, I told you!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to Lane Prison! Deny everything, Kuno.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Lame. That rings some bells. Good. Yeah, that's pretty lame. Sounds like art.
Oh god, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now!
Stop it, see.
There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. And then what? You fucking there.
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there. It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day. Rips mag.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like...
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag!
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. What is this shit? Fucking...
Fuck your shit back to normal!
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno. The fuck do you want? Good call, Pigmeister. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium. Maggot sideways? What are you talking about? You need to maggot up. You've probably... Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve.
Fuck does Kuno care?
call box with a matrix of push buttons. It's getting cold, this late in the night. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut. Then
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped any?
This bastard isn't even listening.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. It's much, much worse than that.
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad. We're trying to help you. All these...
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant.
Oh, but you will. You're already going there. In hell.
Everything is so okay. Your eyelids flutter open for...
The last thought in your head before waking is...
Yes? What do you want to know? Good. Yes? What about me? Good. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes.
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Portenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand military. Then the armor followed him to Semenine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other... It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital has.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
None, officer. Sorry.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice.
No problem. problem, Lieutenant.
A name. This is very good. Elise Cortenard.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Just a second. Sylvie Malay. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? You mean, why did I...
Why not?
Maybe, I don't know. No? Not me. No, sorry. People don't...
So the union...
Seems like last year wasn't lying when she said it was.
Are you sure, Lieutenant? For some reason, you have a little doubt about that.
Yeah, go on. Please, no. You were trying to impress some people with it. Great.
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you? 57th.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? 57th.
In the cabin, you see...
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme. Hi again, gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
The homosexual underground? Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate? Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night. Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life. Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebeshul have to hold on to, the true symbols of security. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore. Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries, of course the mysteries are all... You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look. Do think about it, officer. Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme erotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more. But that would be on your own time.
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? Well, here's to you. Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking nothing, that I didn't see anything. Why shouldn't he? What friend? No, I don't think it came up. Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types. Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definite. Sure. Anything else on your mind? Oh, a committee. And if I may ask, gendarme.
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
Sounds like a bore, frankly. All the fun stuff's done. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, he might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course. Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper, you see. I guess you will. You did? And how did you like him? Ah, shoot. Why not? A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still. Or is it just money? I don't know. Friends, I told you. Sunday. That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays. He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Oh, hello, sweetie.
Hello, officer.
Yes?
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want? Yeah? What?
An old call box with an off-key melody.
Kudos! Please stop calling here. Grown-
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Please don't do that.
A single beep indicates that the line. You hear the same. Wait, you hear the same. You ring the door. What an ominous name for it. All you hear is static. You ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute. What looks like someone has melted hot. You hear You can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello.
She sounds almost. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list. The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you.
She must be mistaking you for someone. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. Ever since I came to...
A spot of static over.
finally...
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks...
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Silence. No one's... Silence. Nothing happens after silence. This button looks...
Huh. This button looks new.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists... An old call box with a matrix...
No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions.
An old call box with a matrix...
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger. Healthier. All right. Maybe not.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell.
A strange metallic taste fills... There's the static again.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you.
Wait. Is she...
Michelle.
Is this some kind of joke? The voice from the intercom doesn't answer.
Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
As if my mind's been wiped clean.
And then it hits you.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Her sound melts into the static.
This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still...
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like... No one replies, but the static grows stronger, like rain.
Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and...
So... It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird...
That is true.
This coin-operated view. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
She mumbles some kind of...
Hello again, officers. Have you come?
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place. Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
She throws you a...
Have you noticed this place is...
The door is closed again. You hear someone inside.
Trying to sneak up on...
Looking for something?
The tear machine your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except...
Here you go. What is what? A raincoat? What is what?
Right to work! Right!
Hola, Wandering Man.
The unpromising raised pupil. He does not so much as glance at the object. Stop showing me your pathetic cup. He had nothing. Does he strike you as a kind? I am not the first line of defense. You pick up on something artificial in his tone. Like he's put it... The hardy man. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate. Fine. They have recently find out for yourself.
Interesting.
And... Look, babe. The disco dancing degenerate has run out of cocaine to shoot into his arms. This has made him short.
Coca has really fucked him.
You could have used this opportunity to overcome your narrow al-Ghur. Take solace from the fact that these thoughts will never...
Damn, Jean.
Was there an out of this for you with success? Or was the rhetoric game rigged? I can't tell. The unpromising raised pupil returns. Racist. Welcome to... He must think.
I am...
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions.
The side...
Your ear?
Yes. Correct. The unpromising raised pupil returns.
This is the night what?
I don't know about stealing people's very colorful clothes like that. Fantastic. Try not to wear it with others similarly.
This is the Night Watchman's. You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything,
Mr. Dubois, now, what can Everard Clare? The Golden Boy returns once more. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a bright... You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi.
see, forging that signature. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in. You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done. An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry.
There it is again. The pigs. Like
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves.
It actually sounds extremely bad. But
as I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds...
we might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything...
She will be there. From 2200...
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told... Glad you asked. I've got type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all... Good job too, as it made me ugly. And ugly people, Harry, are much better at politics. Why a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from...
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's... the more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away...
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Tits from her arsehole.
Actually, no, it's not.
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter. It's already happening. No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find...
He really doesn't know. A guy, huh?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob.
He really doesn't.
2,372.
2,370
Oh, you mean what sort of
clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a...
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. With renewed zeal, haven't you seen the...
Did he just... You should definitely come back here and ask again.
Harry, by now you should know I would... Well,
He proudly...
So the village is doomed.
you were there. Reset. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. Yes, I do. I got the center, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4...
And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. Oh, I do, Harry. I really do. I'm gonna make the working man richer than Joyce Messier with... Great, Harry, great. I think we've truly... This has been so great. I'm always happy to... Very nice.
What's it to you? Big mess.
Every once the man has turned his attention. A lorry stuck in the traffic. The windows are clear. A Stars Riker, one of the finest, not many people. Bulky frame. Heavy, yes, built like a tractor. And
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one.
no, only that the motor carriage is tipped.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle. They said it wasn't...
Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word. Could it be another Stajrajko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related. People we are paid to protect. 4 years for murder in the perps were...
The prisons in the greater...
Yes, detective? Okay, I'm not going to honor kill anyone over this, but I've seen it blue and white.
An old monument.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest.
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, the aura of the seven seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little... What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them... What about you, cop man?
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope...